Hello and welcome to the OCVarsity Hoops Show. I'm your host, Jonathan Khamis, and joining me is Steve Fryer. We're here at Corona Del Mar High School today, where the Sea Kings have a tough Pacific Coast League schedule coming up. We almost got decapitated by a ball, Steve.
I saw it coming,
no
man.
flinching because we're pros, right? All right, we'll get to Corona Del Mar later in the show, but first we'll talk about our players of the week, and I have Sebastian Wakehead of Bolsa Grande High School, Steve. He had a school record 35 points at the half in one of his games last week. Incredible performance over 2 games as well. But you saw another record-breaking school performance.
Yeah, Yasu Worku of Los Alamitos High School broke the career scoring record at Los Alamitos that was set by Jason Cunningham back in the 90s. Worku broke the record early on in the game. You know, I talked to him after the game, and I said, you know, did you ever think you're going to break like the school record? You know, when you're a freshman, do you ever think that's why? He goes, I was worried about just making varsity, man.
Worku's one of those players that is absolutely electric, and I would pay to watch. He's that much fun. Steve, we're here at Corona Del Mar. Let's talk about the Sea Kings. They have a tough Pacific Coast League schedule coming in. We talked to Coach earlier. He said this may be as good as he's ever seen it, Steve, but they also Corona Del Mar picked up a 30-point win over Woodbridge last week, in which Ryan Schachter called shocking.
Yeah, I agree. Woodbridge is really good, very well coached. In fact, there's great coaches all over this gosh darn league. You know, Ryan Schachter of Corona Del Mar, John Halligan at Woodbridge, who they beat, and on it goes. Mike Denny's been around a long time over there at Uni. This is a great league for basketball this year, top to bottom. Everybody's really good.
Yep, PCL is no joke, and we talked to the CDM staff about how tough the PCL league is this year, and more importantly, how to pronounce and spell Matt Severtlich's name.
We can spell PCL, but the other names, oh my gosh.
Yeah, let's take a look, guys.
Spell his last name, go.
CTVRTLIK.
How many vowels are in that name?
8. Yeah, his name's a tough one.
Every team is really competitive this year, especially us. I think we're really poised to do well, and we're just focusing on competing.
It never gets old. It's so fun to play in those games with a crowd and people you know cheering you on, so it's awesome.
Our thanks to the Sea Kings for their hospitalities as they run lines behind us, Steve.
Line drills, baby.
Yeah, so one of your favorite parts back in the day, right? Yeah. No, thank you. Number 1 versus number 2 this weekend, Friday night, Mater Dei at Santa Margarita. Oh, no, or is Mater Dei at home?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Mater Dei is going to win. Oh,
but
gosh.
Santa Margarita's really gosh darn good this year. You know, the Rashid boys are really good. Jordan Guest is really good. Adrees Jackson, transferring to Toro, outstanding.
They're at Santa Margarita. The Eagle's Nest will make a difference.
I'll tell you what, and it will. But Santa Margarita, there's no shame in losing to Mater Dei, but you got them at home, and I tell you what, that Santa Margarita team is really good. Jeff Reiner, a really good coach over there too. This is the best Santa Margarita team probably since they were winning state championships in the 90s and things like that too. So, you know, I think they've got a really good shot to win this game. You know, all the kidding aside, seriously.
Yeah.
That's going to be a fun game to watch. I'm going to be there at that game because I really think that Santa Margarita's got a really good shot at upsetting the Monarchs.
It's one of my favorite places to actually watch a basketball game, especially with that gym rocking and the band they have there. Yeah. They know what's up. All right, San Clemente at El Toro. That's another Friday night matchup in the South Coast League, Steve.
Yeah, probably the 2 best teams in that league for sure. But if you look at their schedules and how they've done, pretty inconsistent. Both those teams have lost games that you think they would win. So you got to kind of wonder what's going on over there. Kind of an early game to see who's the best team in that league, and that's always good basketball in that South Coast League.
Well said, Steve. Thank you for joining us on the show this week. I'm your host, Jonathan Khamis, and for all your latest basketball information, make sure to check out OCVarsity.com all week, where we've got you covered.